and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So LSU's offense will have the football first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. It's a running room. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Off the play fake on first down. Let's it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. Breaks in the... Got some room into the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Extending the play. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good... They cough it up near their own goal line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And you thought for a second that is exactly what this offense wanted, right? Get the ball out of your own end zone. The running back gets it, gets some yards, but he coughs the football up on a horrible spot on the field. And now this defense is set up with great field position.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the back. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, LSU! And they have the first points of the game.
Well, this this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, as most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Holstein. On target over the middle. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to ball his way in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for room, it's Roberts. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hoffman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Going right to work up top. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Holstein. This time it's complete. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you use it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to beat the DD. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Working that left side now. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not exactly what you wanted on first down. It's 2nd and goal from the 13. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely center cut. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Moving out to the right. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They want to run it left here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off-play action on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Almost had the completion, just missed it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Holstein.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly out to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls in the deep ball. Finds some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the
Oh, and they blocked it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy, because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Terry. And the returner will be knocked down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The extra point is blocked.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the move, still looking. Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Next going for the goal line. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Surging forward on the sneak. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Terry. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. First play of the drive wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looking for a crease. It's Roberts. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what you...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field it close to the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quickly to the tight end. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They want that clock to run. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Durham. Runs through the tackle. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Got a man. It's Durham. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He now has 115 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here on third down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. To the ground with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field.